Ta-da! Okay, surprise. As this case is normal, there's a lot of times I say, "Yeah, we'll keep them lit," and then surprise, bonus content. So guess what? She's running, and I think what it was, there was a stuck metering valve, so it was getting really the mix of fuel and air as it was started off. And this is common because when these things are totally closed off, that rod goes down for the fuel air system, so it'll get stuck in that position. Since everything is all connected together through the generator, through the tank, and everything else is all physically connected, it's brass, it transfers heat through it, and that heat will help unloosen these things sometimes. And so I took the thing out. It was still blowing air, I mean, as we saw last time, but I put it in there and pumped it up and just let it run and see what would happen. And eventually a little bit of fuel started coming through, and I was able to kind of get it to light up a little bit, but it was still obvious that it was running fuel air because it was consuming vast amounts of air very quickly. I had to keep pumping it up. And then the fun thing is that when you pump this thing up, you know, you hit a hard stop here and you hit a hard stop here, and you are connected to this thing, so you get a thunk, 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 and you're hammering away on this thing here. It's designed to take that, but what that does is it transmits shock throughout the system. And as it does that, one time it did that, and all of a sudden, boom, the flames went from like an 1/8 inch high to like the almost 2-inch high flames that you see here now. And so after I pumped it up, it just must have knocked the rod loose, and then here it is. It's running away just fine. We'll fly you in. You can kind of take a look here. We got good burning on all of them. Actually, I don't have to really go through, maybe clear like 1 or 2 holes back there. You can see down there that, and it's really hot right here, the strip burner down there, or slit burner, keeping the generator hot, making sure that fuel's vaporized. It still smells a little bit old. That's because it is old. That's what people say about me. No, they don't. Yes, they do. Maybe not. Anyway, it's cooking off whatever else has been sitting in here, because honestly, like I said, I didn't really clean it up. A lot of times I find the fun with these is just to put fuel in them and see what happens. So this one had obvious problems in the generator, which I took care of, but going back and doing this is the fun bit, and so that is that's the cool thing, is to see how much neglect can they take and still be able to fire up and run perfect. And obviously in this case, they can sit there for a long time, and then once things get popped loose, then away she goes. So what I'm going to do with this is that I find a lot of times the best medicine for it is just keep running it. So like I said before, totally fine to run it in this configuration. You'll get actually decent heat out of it. It's throwing some pretty good heat. Radiance would definitely help, obviously, but if you don't have any, then hey, you know, you still get some heat out of it. And you'll be able to do that. So anyway, I'm going to let it keep running, let the fuel keep rolling through and dissolving whatever else is in there, let the heat get in there, loosen everything up, loosen up some varnish. Maybe the fresh fuel will wash that away, and then it'll continue to run good. But honestly, it's running really pretty good right now. We're seeing a little bit of yellow sparks coming out every now and then, so that's some carbon. Let me see if I tap on the generator. Shouldn't. Yeah, we won't see much, because that generator, I went through that thing. I mean, oh no, this is bad, and all the steel wool in my brush. But like I said, I went through that generator. So this is a 338 Lapua bore brush for a rifle, and they're the perfect size for going in there and scrubbing all that carbon out. And you can see that there is, you know, these brushes, when you start with them, obviously they are the bronze color, and yeah, so this one looks like that now because it's been busy working. So this generator in here, completely clean and clear. It's going to be great and will run for years to come without too much trouble. And the nice thing about it, like I said, with this being so easily serviceable, using regular pump gas, got no problem with it at all. You're not going to hurt a darn thing with this. And you know, if I get to take the generator apart once a year and scrub through, I'm fine for that. Not a problem. Anyway, that's it for this one here, and we'll just kind of close out here on it running. But until then, I'm going to keep it lit.